Hello and welcome to Fix and Drive. Today, I'm going to show you how to change the oil on a 2006 to 2013 BMW 328i. So let's get started. For this oil change, I'll be using a man filter, part number HU816X. The oil I'll be using is Castrol Edge Eurocar. It's suggested for BMWs and other European cars, and I'll be using 5W30. The car uses 6.9 quarts, so I went ahead and bought two 5-quart jugs just to save money if I need to top it off later. I'll also be using a floor jack, 2 wheel chocks, a pad to roll around because you'll be on the floor a lot, oil pan, and 2 wheel cradles. Tools I'll be using: need a 17mm socket. You can use it with a 1/2 inch or 3/8 socket wrench, but I'll be using it with a 1/2 inch for this project. And I'll use a oil filter removal tool. This one comes with a 3/8 hole that you just attach the socket wrench to. Snaps right in. And I'll be using a 3/8 torque wrench to torque it down. You'll need a O-ring pick, a flathead screwdriver, and to reset the oil notification, I'll be using an Ansel BM500. And I will have a link for all these tools down in the description and comments. First, we'll want to engage the parking brake and then chock the 2 rear wheels. I'm going to be using a brick because I cannot fit the floor jack under the front of the car unless it's elevated. So first I'm going to lift the front driver's side of the car, and then I'll slide the brick under the tire and lower the car back down the brick. Now I can slide the floor jack under the front to the central jacking point. Sorry for the lighting, but you'll look for a circle that has a little pad in the middle, and you'll line up the floor jack to lift the car. Once it's lifted up, slide the wheel cradle under the driver's side tire, and then add the passenger side tire. Lower the car back down and pull the floor jack out. You'll be using a flathead screwdriver to remove the cover that allows you access to the drain plug. Okay, using a 17mm socket, we're going to break loose the drain plug. Now I recommend putting on rubber gloves because we're going to remove the drain plug the rest of the way by hand, and this part can make a big mess. Make before you remove the drain plug that you have the oil pan lined up to allow the oil to fall into the pan. Okay, while the oil is draining, I'm going to remove the filler cap on the engine, and this will allow a little more airflow for the oil to drain smoothly. While the oil is draining, we're going to go ahead and remove the oil filter. So I'm going to take the oil filter removal tool and snap it onto my 3/8 socket wrench, and then we're going to remove the cap for the oil filter. May take a little pressure, but be gentle with it. This cap is plastic. You don't want to break it or strip it. So you have it loose. Let the oil drip into the housing for a little bit before taking it out. Then once it slows down, you can turn it upside down to hold the oil. Okay, so while the oil is draining, I have the drain plug here and the oil filter. So first thing we're going to do is open up the new oil filter. And this kit includes the O-rings and washer for the drain plug, and also contains the cartridge style oil filter. Make sure the part number matches up. And then we'll open the bag and pull out the O-rings. So you'll have one big O-ring for the cap of the oil filter, and then you'll have one tiny O-ring that I'll show you where to install in just a minute. And then there's the copper washer for your drain plug. These man kits are nice because it has the parts you need to replace during the oil change. Okay, so now we're going to take the old oil filter and just gently work it loose and set it aside. And then we're going to take our O-ring pick tool and remove the old O-rings. So there's the top O-ring. Then there's this one just below the threads. So we'll remove those and set them aside. Then we're going to add the new O-ring. So since these gloves were covered in the old oil, I'm going to go ahead and use the old oil to lubricate the O-ring. Doesn't matter if you use old or new oil. I'd prefer new, but as long as this O-ring isn't dry, it will seal. So after we get a good coating of oil on the O-ring, we're going to install it onto the cartridge cover. Just kind of gently work it around onto the threads. You'll see there's a line just below the threads where this O-ring goes. So slide it down and make sure it lines up with that groove. Okay, so now we're going to add the tiny O-ring, and it goes on the tip of this cartridge. So first we got to cover it in oil. Make sure it's not dry. Then we'll add it to this tip here. You'll see a little groove that fits in. I'm using the O-ring removal tool to help line this up and hold it in place. I'll slide it onto that groove. There we go. Now that those are on, you just click this oil filter into the cover. You'll feel a little snap, and you're good to go. Okay, now we'll take the drain plug and we'll remove the old copper washer. Just set off to the side with the old parts, and then we'll add the new washer. Now we're going to add the oil filter back to the engine. So line it up with the housing, and I like to twist it backwards first to make sure these threads line up. This is plastic and can break easily, and you don't want to cross thread it or crack it. So once you got the threads lined up, use your socket wrench, just gently tighten it down, and then torque it to 18.5 foot-pounds of torque. Then you may have to use the socket wrench to kind of work the cover back off. Now that the oil is done draining, I'm going to take a paper towel and just clean off any dirt that's around the opening. Then we'll add the drain plug back. And same thing, I try to unscrew it backwards, make sure it lines up with the threads. And once it's lined up, you just hand tighten it down until you feel some resistance. And you'll take the 17mm socket and you'll tighten it the rest of the way until it feels snug. And once it's snug, take your torque wrench and torque it down to 18.5 foot-pounds. Alright, now that we got everything plugged back up, let's add some oil back to the engine. Grab a funnel, and we're going to add 6.9 quarts to the engine. So we're going to empty the whole 5-quart jug into the engine first. And then we're going to need just shy of 2 quarts in the next jug. So I'm going to take a marker, find the 2-quart mark, and then we're going to mark the line just below it. So we get the 1.9 quarts we need. Okay, so now we'll start pouring it in. And periodically checking our level to make sure we don't overfill. More, hold it level, see where the oil is on our mark. And we're good to go. Take out your oil filter. One of the most important things, remember to put the cover back on. It's very easy to forget, and you will have a bad time if you forget to put the cover back on. Alright, then wipe off the drain plug, then check for leaks. Looks like it's dry, so we can put the cover back on. So we'll line up these little holes, these brackets that stick out on the cover. Then you lift it up, take your flathead, and twist it back on. Now we need to lower the car back down. Slide floor jack under. Then line up the floor jack with the pad you see in the middle of the circle in the middle of the engine cover. So it's lifted up, slide out the wheel cradle, then slide out the other wheel cradle, and make sure to slide the brick where the tire will land. This way you'll be able to pull out the jack stand because the car goes too low when it's all the way to the ground. So now we'll just lower the car back down. Making sure that brick lines up. Okay. Pull the floor jack out. Then I'll line it up with the jack point on the driver's side. And lift the car just high enough that we can slide the brick out from under the tire. And lower the car down. Now the oil's changed. Okay, so now we need to reset the oil change notification on the car. Using the Ansel BM500, we're going to connect it to our OBD2 connector. And this one I didn't have to turn on the ignition, but we'll go to the oil reset. Then it'll give you some instructions to follow. After you read that, you click OK. And let it connect. Then it gives you a little bit of info. And after you read that, you click OK. Then we're going to change the percentage availability back to 100 since we refilled it. Let it connect, and we'll see it showing 70%. So let's reset this. Shows 70. We're going to click OK. going to communicate and then reset. Okay, it says the oil's been reset. The availability is 100%. Now we see 100%. So we're good to go. Before closing the hood, I like to wipe off any oil that may have spilled around the engine cover and the oil filter. So now we're going to take one of the old empty jugs and I'm going to write bad on it, which this one had some oil, so it's hard to write. So I kind of go back a few times to mark it well. But we're going to dump the old oil in here so that we can recycle it at a local auto parts store. So I'm going to put the funnel in the empty jug, unscrew the cap, then pour as much as I can into this jug. Okay, once the jug's full without overfilling, just set the oil pan aside. And now I'll take some cat litter and sprinkle it over any oil spills I had to help clean it up later. And that's all there is to it. Okay, so that's how you change the oil on a 2006 to 2013 BMW 328i. It's pretty straightforward maintenance and takes about 30 to 45 minutes, but will save you a lot of money versus taking it in to get changed. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe, and leave a comment below. I'd love to read it. Thank you, stay safe, and God bless.